Actually, I have some breaking news right now. Looking live in Buffalo, New York. This is in, I believe, Erie County, over the sentencing of the man that has been charged with killing 10 at that Buffalo grocery supermarket. We're learning that suspect was taken out of the courtroom after someone in the audience rushed at him. And then that person in the audience was then restrained by a court officer. It reportedly happened, the charging moment by the audience member at the suspect during the sentencing here, when the relatives, as you're witnessing now, were addressing him about their loss and what they're going through. One of the moments was, as being said by a family member, a man shouted saying, "You don't know what we're going through," as that man was led away by court officers. For several minutes after, family members, they hugged, they calmed each other down. Obviously an emotional time. But again, the man charged in the racial killings, again, it's a being charged as a hate crime here. Also murder charges had to be taken out of the courtroom as he was rushed by someone in the audience. As he's taken again, you can see him here, very emotional moment. This is the first time that the family of those 10 that were killed, all black in that Buffalo supermarket, are able to address the person who's 19 years old, who is responsible for taking the lives of those 10 people. You see the family members reacting in this moment. This happened, by the way, if you remember, back in May 14th, killing victims with a semi-automatic rifle. Again, he had shot many in that Tops-friendly market. Age ranges from 32 to 86 years old. In that moment, again, when the Buffalo shooter was rushed, we just got that video. Here's what happened.
We love our kids. We never go in no neighborhoods and take people out. Don't do it.
Wow, just full of emotion. Even Emma, difficult to even see the immediacy of obviously authorities having to get involved, losing a loved one, being murdered by this man, being only feet away. You watch some of this stuff on TV and you think that if that was me, if you could get your hands on that person, and in that moment, that moment of control got the best of him, as you could empathize with.
Right, and this testimony will continue. Again, everyone getting the opportunity to address the judge in that courtroom, and then also the killer responsible for all of that sorrow and outrage in that moment, as you see police moving him out of the space. But as we were showing live images, he's back in that courtroom, and these family members continue with their testimony, bravely so. And obviously, Sean, as you pointed out, sort of the in some cases rare opportunity to address someone firsthand.
Yeah, the Peyton Gendron, the 19-year-old gunman, he will be sentenced in prison for life in prison, without the possibility of parole, because again, he did plead guilty to murder charges, including murder charges, attempted murder charges, but he also will be charged with domestic terrorism motivated by hate. Again, has pleaded guilty, had to be rushed out because he was rushed by an audience member, but again, they're back to these victim impact statements here.